good day or good evening. So it's been a little while since I made a video, and it's been so long that I think I'm not even sure how to start these videos anymore, but anyway. I'm sorry, first of all, for not making videos. It's actually been really tough because I haven't been able to make them. But at the same time, it's been okay because I've been enjoying spending a lot of time away from technology. But I have an update for you. For those of you that are here for the relaxation purposes, then you can skip to the point in this video where I read to you and tap on things, and so I'll put a timestamp just somewhere here. I wanted to update you about my channel name. So I'm sorry that I changed my name, which is quite a big thing, and then I wasn't able to do a video as to why. So now I'm gonna talk about it. So there's two main things I wanted to say about it. I know that for some of you it might not interest you whatsoever, but there is a reason and a sort of a big motive behind it. The first thing is that I never really resonated with my other name. K's was actually, like, my original YouTube name had that in it, and I made it when I was like 12, and the name Kim was taken and it suggested K's for me, so very inventive. And then when I started making ASMR videos, I didn't think to make a new channel. So it was K's and some numbers for a while, and then when I started making videos, I changed it to K's ASMR. But honestly, I've never resonated with it. So instead of making a whole new channel, which I thought about doing, I just thought, why not change my name? Yeah, and well, I made an Instagram account and also a Facebook group for this channel a while back called Synchronicity and Spirituality. And it occurred to me that I could just change my YouTube name to that. I mean, why not? I already have these groups set up, and I love those two words. They mean a lot to me. Like, I use them in sentences all the time. And they're just, I think they encapsulate what I really want what I want the message to be for this channel. So there we have it. The other main thing, so the second thing, is that, as you can hear and tell, this is pretty hard for me to do ASMR. I can certainly go into the forest, and I certainly still will go into the forest and film ASMR videos for you. But I think I've never really I've never really made videos that are just pure ASMR, and it's because I have other subject matters that I wish to focus on in my videos, such as spirituality and synchronicity and philosophy and all types of just deep thought ponderings. Yeah, so my idea is that I want my content to mainly focus on that. So for instance, a couple of weeks ago or a week ago, I had this urge to make a video for you because there was something I was struggling with, and it was trusting myself, because I had to make a big decision in my life. And I just had a moment of not knowing how to trust myself, and eventually I found a way to, to trust myself. But the mental process I went through, it was so profound, and I realised that I want to teach it. I want to teach that mental process to you, because you watch and you find value, and my videos help a lot of you, and I'm just couldn't be more thankful that they help you all, or some of you. But yeah, I felt excited to teach you about it, but I couldn't during that time. So the main thing is that I guess I love ASMR. I absolutely love it, and if possible, I'd like every single one of my videos to be relaxing. But I don't know if I can just focus on ASMR purely, because I feel like I want to focus on the message. That's more important to me. But as I say, I'm going to incorporate relaxation as much as I can, and ASMR into the videos as much as I can still. So I wanted you to know that I'm not ditching ASMR or anything. So, yeah. And that was it. Yeah. It's weird. It's like, when you haven't seen someone in a long time, like an old friend, and you've both changed so much in that time. And then you come and sit down and you have so much to say to each other, but you don't actually know where to begin, and you don't know what to say. It feels a bit like that. Even though it's only been a few weeks, it just feels like I don't know. I feel like different. I feel different. Anyways, if you're still with me through all that ramble, you're awesome. You're really awesome. Yeah, I've been working pretty long shifts at work, which is cool. I like it. I never thought I would have the patience. Patience isn't the right word, really. But I never thought I could enjoy long shifts, But I mention it because, I've wanted to do other things like film, and when you're working 13-hour shifts, it's a little bit difficult. But anyway, I've got now, which is good. I've got this time now with you. So, yeah. Alright, I think I'm going to get to the story time. I've had so many ideas floating in my head to do videos, and I just haven't had the outlet to do it. So I'm kind of starting from scratch here. And I was gifted this book from an amazing friend. And I want to share it with you because honestly, when I leave this place, which won't be until next year, because we're nearly at the end of the year, you know. So it won't be for a while, but when I do, I know for sure I can't take it with me. I mean, I don't think I can unless I suddenly magically have room in amongst all of my other stuff that I've got with me. So I'm gonna switch to showing you that now. And yeah, before I do, I just wanted to say that your comments and your messages telling me that I help you with my videos and that you like to see my progress and everything, they mean so much to me. So much. And please don't ever think that I don't think about you, because I do. I mean, think about how I can give back to you, because I always think about it. And I'm so happy with just the thought of how things are changing in my life and how I can bring you along with me, because I feel just as much in touch with you as you do with me, I hope. Anyways, yeah, let's get on to it. I'm going to stop rambling and yeah, get into a relaxation mode. Okay. So, this is the book, and as you can see, it's almost bigger than me. So that's why I won't be taking it if I do go. So I want to try and get through as much as I can with you, perhaps. But yeah, it's a really awesome gift. And it's called The Time Life Encyclopedia of Things That Never Were. Has some really cool illustrations in there, and I've read some of the information in it already, and I have a few bits I want to share with you. So I hope you will enjoy. It says, there is a world just around the corner of your mind, where reality is an intruder and dreams come true. I think that might be Poison, but I could be wrong. Looks kind of like a Roman dude, actually. So I hope you're doing well. I hope that the universe is gifting you with everything that you deserve and that you could want. So I picked this first one to look at because I didn't know about it before now, and the image is really cool. So this one, and it's called, okay, I'm going to butcher the name and I'm really sorry. It's this one here, Quetzalcoatl. Yeah, butchered. The master of life. In the early days he reigned over a vast region of America, from the deserts of Arizona to the peaks of the Andes. He was especially welcome in the desert territories because his appearance always brought rain. Quetzalcoatl appeared to his worshippers in numerous forms. Sometimes his worshippers saw him as a handsome young man with skin colour of wheat, magnificently attired in a cloak of feathers from Quetzal bird. Frequently he arched himself across the heavens as the plumed serpent. He was then an awe-inspiring sight, with the shimmering multicoloured scales of his body blending or contrasting with the bright feathers of his head and neck. As the master of life, he brought great prosperity to his people by ensuring ample rain and continuous fertility. He was also the god of the wind, creator of all life forms, and loving father of the entire cosmos. Once he had provided his earthly children with all of their physical needs, he taught them the arts of civilization. He taught artists and craftsmen to create objects of use and beauty, gave humans their songs, dances and poetry, and guided their leaders in justice and mercy. After many centuries, he revealed to his people the precious gifts which lie beneath the ground. They opened to the great veins of gold and silver which run like rivers through the earth, and found the glittering jewels locked within common stones. With Quetzalcoatl's gift of fire, they turned gold and silver into every kind of ornament and artifact. Under his benign rule, the people enjoyed great wealth and happiness. They built splendid temples to show their gratitude, and thousands of priests sang and danced in praise of Quetzalcoatl. But there was one great flaw upon this golden age. Tezcatlipoca, god of war, of the sun and of the moon, was jealous of the people's love for Quetzalcoatl. He was a personage of terrifying powers, an appearance like a man with a bear's face striped yellow and black. There are those who scoff at dreams and call them a waste of time. But dreams are as much a part of you as the beating, or as much a part of you as the beating of your heart. The gift of dreaming, of fantasizing, is precious because it expands one life into countless other lives. Like a myriad blossoms on a single branch. Those who cannot dream are to be pitied by those who can. They will never know the magic of slipping through the real time into dream time, of seeing through dimension after dimension, unknown to our five senses, as though one curtain for another was drawn aside to reveal a passionate world of colours, deeds, achievements and abilities. So, I'm going to read to you from couple really interesting topics I found. There's so many in this book. There's even a section on elves and fairies. I'll read a little bit to you about the elves because it's actually really cool. Elves. Spirits of the wild woodland who live mainly in northern Europe. Elves are miniature reproductions of mankind, but a good deal handsomer and better made. A female elf is so extremely beautiful that a human male who glimpses her will spend the rest of his life seeking hopelessly for a maiden of equal beauty. Elf society is organised on traditional lines. They have an elf king whom they serve faithfully, and hereditary officials and aristocrats. But the character of each elfin community differs between one country and another. The elves of Germany are sometimes helpful to humans, but occasionally malicious. So, let the Germans treat them very cautiously. The elves of England are full of benevolence and kindness, and they like nothing better than the doing of good deeds for friendly humans. Elves possess great wisdom and the power of seeing into the future, but they are far from solemn in nature. They revel in festive occasions and enjoy dancing all night until the first cockcrow heralds the sun, when they vanish instantly and leave nothing but their footprints in the dew-wet grass. Men should never venture close to elves, dancing in the moonlight. A mortal man who sees the supreme beauty of elf maidens dancing will be so bewitched that he must join in their circle. When they vanish at cockcrow, he will disappear with them. What I like about this book is that there's things in here that I've never read about before, like topic areas that I've studied, but I've never heard this side of things from this type of information, should I say. So, I've got some really cool things. So, we have this section, which is, let's see if you can guess. Did you guess it? Atlantis. There's a section here that's called Woman the First. And it says, after Zeus conquered Olympus from the Titans, he ordered Prometheus and Epimetheus to repopulate the ravaged earth with men and beasts. Prometheus fashioned a splendid new race of men, but he envied the strength and cunning which Epimetheus gave to the beasts. He determined to give men a unique power and stole fire for them from Olympus. Zeus, infuriated by the theft, inflicted a terrible punishment on Prometheus and ordered the gods to decide upon one for mortal men. Together they worked out a subtle but eternal revenge. They moulded the figure of a beautiful maiden out of clay, gave her all the qualities of an irresistible goddess, and named her Pandora, or the All-Gifted One. As a parting gift, they presented her with a sealed golden urn of exquisite design, but warned her she must never look inside. Pandora was the first woman to appear among men, who felt strange new emotions as they gazed upon her beauty and felt the magnetism of her sweet voice and limpid eyes. But she chose to marry Epimetheus, who had gone to live among the mortals. Their life together would have been very happy, but for many arguments about the golden urn. Epimetheus warned her she must obey the gods, but they had created her as a complete woman and knew she would eventually have her own way. At last she prized open the lid and urn, and there was an angry buzzing as though from a swarm of bees. Invisible wings brushed her cheeks. But when she looked into the urn, it was empty except for Hope, crouching at the bottom. The first woman had released lust, greed, pride, avarice, jealousy, and all the other sins upon mankind. The gods had been revenged, but hope remains to compensate us for the evil that men do. I think it's really cool to read about all the different cultural stories. They all relate to one another. Like that one, for instance, is just pretty much Adam and Eve. You know, Pandora is Eve, or maybe she's Lilith. Well, and what you find is that these types of stories, like for me, they are repeated and they are still around to this day because they have significance. So much significance that they can last thousands upon millions of years. And if that's not enough testament for you that it's important to know these stories, then I don't know what is. And yeah, it's just staring you right in the face, you know, with these stories. Plus for me, fantasy and all of these myths and legends, it's like opening new dimensions of your mind. A lot of people are scared to do that because they just don't want to believe or don't know how to believe that there is more to the world than just what you see. But that's alright, because it takes people like me or anyone else who loves fantasy to show them the way. And yeah, that's what I'll do. You know, some of you know that I am really interested in Lemurian history and Atlantis or Atlantean history, and I have been trying to study some stuff about it. I haven't had time though, but for me it's not really study, you know, it's just like I just want to know everything that happened, or you know, the myths. And ages and ages ago, no, months ago, I started writing a story about Lemurians and haven't got around to finishing it. In fact, it's not even close, but maybe I'll read it to you sometime. But yeah, like, it's kind of my next creative endeavour goal is to know more about that. So if you're someone who is interested in that, maybe you know a bit about Lemurian history, I'd love to hear from you. And to those of you that have already shown your interest and sent me some information about it, thank you very much. I don't for a second not feel grateful for that, because a lot of you open me up to lots of different information that I'd never get if it wasn't for YouTube. So yeah, it's really awesome. Yeah, there's just countless stories in here. It's really, really cool. I'd like to say that I'm so happy that you're still on this journey with me. I don't know what I'm doing most of the time, but in moments of clarity and moments of just finally knowing what I'm doing, that's when I like to make videos. I'm not too sure today was one, but it was the only time I had to film, so I decided that I would at least catch up with you and just let you know I'm alright, and I hope that you're alright, because I really couldn't ask for a better lot of subscribers. It sounds a bit cheesy, but I do mean it, because I'm not too worried about numbers, you know, but it's amazing how many subscribers I have. That's truly amazing, but it's more you as people watching me. I care about who you are and what type of audience you are, because that means a lot more to me. So I want to cater this channel to you as much as I can, not to anything else, you know. I don't want to follow any of the typical YouTube style stuff. I just want my videos to speak to you on a personal level and to help you in any way I can, because we all get those moments of feeling really down about life. Maybe not everyone. Nah, everyone does in some form or another. It's yin yang, you know. But that's a really good saying. I'm going to say that from now on. When something bad happens, just be like, it's yin yang. Yeah, maybe. So, I don't know why I do that. I always throw myself off track. Yeah. I'm just thankful. So, alright, I'm gonna leave it there, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on what I've talked about in this channel changing a little bit. I can't wait to get out in nature and do some filming. I really can't. So I love you all so much, and just remember, I am alright. I might be on the other side of the world from you. I might look and seem very different from you, but to me you're like a brother or a sister, because we're all connected on this planet, and the more I feel like everyone is family, the happier I feel in my life. You know, whenever I feel uncomfortable, I just try to remember that whoever I'm around, they're actually family. Like, we're all related somehow. Sounds weird, but I don't even know if that makes sense. I thought I knew where I was going with that, but I know you understand. Alright. Peace and love to you, wherever you are.